back to my channel. So today we are going to be meal prepping some poke bowls. I often make these to take to work because it's a really easy thing. You don't have to heat it up. You can just put it in a little Tupperware container and take it anywhere. It's also a really great meal to have at home, and you can make it with friends or family and chop up all the separate ingredients and then assemble your bowls together, kind of like having a Mexican night where you assemble your burritos or tacos. This is another thing that you can assemble at the time, so you just pre-prepare all the different ingredients. And then that also means that, so say for example someone in your family doesn't like tofu, well then they can use a different type of protein on top of their poke bowl, but you can still use all the same base ingredients. So firstly we're going to start off with preparing the tofu. So we just have to cut this open. I've got a tofu here that serves 3 people, so I'm making 3 serves of this poke bowl for meal prep, and that's usually what I like to do because I like to meal prep a couple of different meals at the same time, so then for that week I can eat a couple of different meals. So I have a hard block of tofu here, and you just have to press it a little bit to get some of the excess water out of the tofu. Got all the chopped up tofu. So we're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of tamari. If you don't know already, tamari is basically a gluten-free version of soy sauce. So for people who have gluten intolerances, it's a really good option. And by the way, just behind me I've got some water boiling because I'm going to quickly steam this broccoli as well. So we've got the tamari in there, and then we want some garlic and ginger. So you see there, it's just ginger, garlic and tamari sauce, and I'm just going to pour that over all the tofu. Try to mix it up a bit to coat it evenly if possible. So you can see it's all pretty evenly coated now. I think there's just a little bit more I can get out of here. And then I'm just going to leave that in the fridge to marinate for about half an hour. Okay, so now that that's done, I am going to peel my sweet potato and put it into the baking dish. I better put on the oven first. So I've just got the oven on 200 degrees Celsius. It's a really great source of carbohydrate along with the brown rice. So the tofu that I put in, that has about 16 grams of protein per serve, which is really good. And then we also are going to be putting edamame beans into this dish. So that's another added hit of protein. So all up, it'll definitely be over 20 grams of protein per serve. I'll work out the macros later and let you know in the comments. But this is just a really well-rounded dish in terms of you have your healthy fats in the avocado that I'm going to put in there. You have great source of carbohydrate, which will keep you full all day, especially if you're working hard at work or you just had a big gym session or something. This is a really sustaining meal. And then you've also got a great source of greens in the broccoli as well as cucumber, and then again you have more vegetables in the carrot and cabbage. So as I said, overall it's just a really healthy and easy to make meal, especially for meal prep. So just put a bit of salt into this baking tray, and then I just lay them out, little bits of sweet potato. So they don't really need anything on them except for a bit of salt, just to stop them from sticking and give them a little bit of flavor. So that will go in the oven for about 30 minutes. So by the time I've done all the chopping and all the rest of the cooking, that will all be done. So next step is to put some rice into the rice cooker. I've just got this brown rice. I've done this dish with sushi rice before and it was delicious, but I thought this time I'd go for something with a bit more fiber. So as I'm doing 3 serves of this poke bowl, I need 1 cup of brown rice because it's 1/3 of a cup per serve. And I actually forgot to say this before, but brown rice is another good source of protein. So per serve, this has 5 grams of protein, which is pretty good. That adds to the total up to probably like 25 at least. So with rice as well, it's really good to rinse it. I'm just adding a little bit more. It's really good to rinse it first. So I'm just gonna quickly do that. Okay, so that goes straight in. So you need 2 cups of water along with the brown rice. So yeah, since I am plant-based, something that a lot of people ask me all the time is, where do I get my protein from? So already you can see in this meal, you have protein from the tofu, you have protein from the edamame beans, and you have protein from the rice. And there's also protein in pretty much every vegetable as well, smaller amounts, that's true. But already, yes, there's over like 25 grams at least of protein in this meal. So just put that on to cook. Okay, so now I've got the rice cooking, the sweet potato cooking, tofu marinating. We need some broccoli to steam. So I don't always put broccoli in. Often I'll just put raw vegetables in the poke bowl, but I had this lying around, so I thought it'd be best to use it. Okay, so we're just gonna cut these all up. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these in to steam. They really won't need that long, so I'll have to keep an eye on them. So I'm just putting on a little timer for 5 minutes because I'm worried that I will forget about the broccoli steaming. Okay, clock on. Okay, so while that's all cooking, I'm gonna prep the rest of the vegetables. I'm gonna start with the carrot. To assemble everything. Okay, so I also have some pickled sushi ginger, which I'm going to put on top. And here are the edamame beans. I just buy them from the supermarket in this little packet. I'm just going to let them thaw out for a few minutes. And then I've got the tofu that's been marinating. I'm just going to quickly give it a pan fry with a little bit of oil. So just then the camera timed out for a second, but while you're gone, I quickly just put a splash of this maple syrup over the tofu while they were cooking, just to give them a bit of extra sweetness. So that's been cooking for about 5 minutes now, and that is ready to be taken out. So here you can see the tofu. It is delicious. It's like sweet and tangy from the tamari, and then it also has the little bit of ginger and garlic, which is delicious. So set that aside. I'm just going to cut up the avocado. Alright, so everything's really ready. We're just waiting on the rice and the sweet potato. But you know, if you are making this along with another meal prep, you could be doing some things at the same time. And that's what I usually do. But today I'm just making poke bowls. So I'm just going to cut up this lime. I put it on top of the avocado when I make the poke bowl so that the avocado stays fresh for longer. But really, this meal in the fridge probably lasts, I've definitely had it 4 days after before, but I think it's best within like a 3-day window. So you can make it for like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday lunch if you make it on Sunday night. Thursday would be fine too, but the avocado might just be a bit brown by then. So I've just cut up some little wedges. All right, so now the sweet potato is ready to be taken out, and the rice is almost ready. So because the rice isn't quite ready, I've actually decided to make a little extra dressing. You don't need an extra dressing with the poke bowl because you've got all these different flavors and everything goes really well, but I've just decided to make an extra dressing. So I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Perfect now. So yeah, I just need to put about 3 teaspoons of water in there just to dilute it a little bit. All right, so now that everything's done, I'm going to change the camera to a close-up and show you exactly how I assemble it. So there you have it, 3 poke bowls made in under an hour, and they are so delicious. I'm so excited to eat this now for dinner and to have 2 beautiful meals for the next few days. Now it's time for me to put these in the fridge and eat my dinner. Bye!